Hi everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hello friends, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at day 1 of the seaside wonder of Stockholm. And the vocabulary words are capital.
Capital.
Taipei is the capital of Taiwan.
Go Taipei!
Woohoo!
Singular.
Singular.
He is a singular musician whose work is beyond compare.
Wow. Acquaint.
Acquaint.
It didn't take long to become acquainted with my new surroundings.
District.
District.
I work in the big commercial district in the middle of the city.
Really?
I do.
Mild.
Mild.
It's not too hot outside, and it's not too cold. It's perfectly mild.
Alley.
Alley.
The entrance to the apartment building is right down that alley.
Okay, so I'm heading towards that way.
Just right down there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're not just going there, we're going
all the way to
Stockholm.
And what
right?
country is that in? Taiwan?
Is that Japan? No, it can't be Japan. France?
Sweden!
Sweden!
That's right, Sweden.
That's right. What do you think of when you think of Sweden?
I think of the furniture in my house.
You have Swedish furniture?
I do. A lot of
Awesome.
Swedish furniture.
Where do you
You
shop?
probably do too.
Oh, are you talking about IKEA? Yes. Yeah, actually, I have a lot of furniture from IKEA too.
I think everybody in the world has a lot of furniture from IKEA. So Sweden is really famous for its furniture, but not a lot of people know much about its capital city, Stockholm.
True.
Yeah, so what's cool in Stockholm? What should we do there?
I think something really, really unique that I found is that there are islands, aren't there?
Yeah, it's spread over 14 islands.
And there are canal that you can take, right? There are canal.
Yeah.
And I think that's something really, really unique and different from other countries.
I think that would be really fun to take canal ride, and explore the city, and they have like the stone streets, not like the paved.
Yeah, stone paved.
Stone.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Sounds
And then you can see
romantic.
a lot of shops and cafes.
Sounds nice.
I know. The scenery, just by describing it, it sounds wonderful and beautiful.
All right, let's learn a little bit more.
Okay, about Stockholm.
Okay, enjoy.
Okay, enjoy.
The seaside wonder of Stockholm. Stockholm, Sweden is known for traditions both old and new. The 800-year-old city is famous for its wonderful arts and culture, excellent waterfront views, and high quality of life. To be sure, Stockholm has many unique elements that set it apart from other world capitals.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called The Seaside Wonder of Stockholm. Day 1. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. Yes, we're talking about Stockholm, the capital city of Sweden. Sweden is a wonderful country known for its beautiful natural splendor, its excellent products, its high quality of life, its blonde-haired people who love to ski and make pop music.
You have forgotten something.
What have I forgotten?
IKEA.
Well, sure, IKEA. I said many products.
IKEA.
Volvo, Saab.
IKEA.
IKEA too.
IKEA.
All right, let's talk about Stockholm, though, the capital city. Of course, this is the place most people would start off their visit to Sweden, so it's definitely worth checking out. We first read Stockholm, Sweden is known for traditions, both old and new. Absolutely, like many European cities, it has a long history. The 800-year-old city is famous for its wonderful arts and culture, excellent waterfront views, and high quality of life. All things that I would expect to find in Stockholm, for sure.
To be sure, yes, to be sure. Stockholm has many unique elements that set it apart from other world capitals. Yes, this is a very distinct place, a very unique place. Yes, it has many unique elements that set it apart from other places, from other world capitals. Now, like Mike said before, Stockholm is the capital city of Sweden. So as far as Sweden is concerned, Stockholm is a super important city. That's where the government of Sweden is going to be located. Now, I know this because that's what a capital city is. It's a city where the government of some place is located. That's all there is to it, by the way. The word capital is a noun. Now, one note, capitals or capital cities are often but not always the main city in a country. So yes, the government of that place might be located there, but it might not be the biggest city in that particular country or state or region. For instance, New York City is the biggest and most important city in the state of New York. New York City is not the capital, though, of New York State. A city called Albany is the capital of New York. There you have it. Anyways, for example, Taipei is the capital of Taiwan. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back with more on Stockholm, Sweden after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这一次要介绍的旅游景点是瑞典的首都 Stockholm 斯德哥尔摩。希望同学们看完这2天的课文，就不会像 Jeff 老师一样，一说到瑞典就满脑子都是 IKEA 或是 IKEA。好，斯德哥尔摩它是一个有800年历史的城市，那它是以很出色的艺术和文化，还有美不胜收的滨海景色，以及高品质的生活而闻名。那这个城市它兼具了新旧传统，拥有许多独特的要素，使它跟世界上其他首都都有所不同。当我们说 set 加上某人或某事物 apart from 加上名词，这就表示使某人或某事物跟什么什么有所不同，那常常用来指脱颖而出或者是与众不同的正面意思。至于单字 capital 它是指首都。 Jeff 老师说首都不见得是最大的城市，像纽约州最大的城市是纽约市，可是它的首府却是 Albany， 是阿伯尼。好，接着回到课文中。
The seaside wonder of Stockholm. Perhaps Stockholm's most singular feature is that the city is spread across 14 islands at the edge of the Baltic Sea. For the traveler, this means that the best way to begin a visit to the city is to take a boat trip along the canals to become acquainted with the various islands and districts that make up the city. The summer months are an especially good time for this, with their mild weather and cool, refreshing sea breezes.
All right, Mike, I'm all in. I love Stockholm. It sounds like a great place, but let's get into the nitty-gritty. Why is Stockholm so great?
Well, of course, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. It's a very safe place, lots of culture, high standard of living. But geographically, in the physical sense, Stockholm is also very interesting and unique. It says, perhaps Stockholm's most singular feature is that the city is spread across 14 islands at the edge of the Baltic Sea. So we're not quite talking about, Venice with its canals, its streets made of water, but kind of in a way you'd be going over a lot of different bodies of water, many bridges in the city, and of course this makes for wonderful views. All of this adds up to making Stockholm quite a singular location, a singular place. When we talk about singular, this adjective, it's very similar to unique or distinct or unusual, something very special, something very out of the ordinary that you find in Stockholm. Most cities, of course, are not spread across 14 islands. That is quite a unique thing. For example, for the word singular, this adjective, we could say he is a singular musician whose work is beyond compare. Ooh, we could be talking about Prince or Stevie Wonder or Bob Dylan.
Steely Dan? Wait.
No.
That's a group, not a single person.
Walter Becker, possibly. Anyways, let's move on. Talking about Stockholm.
So far, so good. 14 islands. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty singular feature that sets Stockholm apart.
As long as you're not afraid of driving over bridges. Some people get nervous.
I do get nervous over that. So maybe Stockholm's not for me. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on. For the traveler, our article continues, this means that the best way to begin a visit to the city is to take a boat trip along the canals to become acquainted with the various islands and districts that make up the city. So there you go.
That sounds great.
Anyways, yes, the word acquainted comes from the verb acquaint. And yes, if you acquaint yourself with something, you start to know about that thing. You start to become familiar with that thing. For example, it didn't take long to become acquainted with my new surrounding. Now, We're talking about places and becoming acquainted with places. You can also become acquainted with people. When you get to know a person, you've become acquainted with that person.
That's right. You're getting used to it.
There you go.
All right. And in this case, yeah, if you're traveling, for example, if you arrive in a new city, one of the first things people might do is, check into their hotel or wherever they're staying and then just walk around the neighborhood. You're getting acquainted with your neighborhood or your district. And a district is kind of like a neighborhood. This is a noun, and generally with district, we mean a smaller sub-area of a larger area. So when we talk about neighborhoods, the Da'an neighborhood or the Ximending neighborhood here in Taipei, these are districts. These are smaller areas of the big city of Taipei. If you live in a district, you'll probably know the streets and the businesses and where things are much better than if you travel to a new part of the city or, of course, even a new city altogether. In that case, you'll have to get acquainted with your district, with the area or the neighborhood that you're in. For example, I work in the big commercial district in the middle of the city, the place with all the tall buildings and big banks and stuff. That's one district that most cities will have.
Anyways, moving on, the next sentence says, the summer months are an especially good time for this, with their mild weather and cool, refreshing sea breezes. Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to take a boat trip in the dead of winter.
No.
That would be really cold and uncomfortable, but in the summer months, a trip like that could be awesome and wonderful. Anyways, let's talk about mild weather. Mild weather is good, moderate weather. That's pretty much all there is to it. Now, as for this word mild, it's an adjective and it means moderate. And in terms of weather, mild weather is warm weather that's not hot or cool weather that's not as cold as you expected it to be. It's kind of just nice right there in the middle. For example, it's not too hot outside and it's not too cold. It's perfectly mild.
Nice.
It's very nice outside.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
斯德哥尔摩这个首都为什么这么独特、这么与众不同呢？或许它最特别的地方就在于它散布在临近波罗的海的14座岛屿上。事实上，斯德哥尔摩跟意大利的威尼斯一样都是水乡，所以它有北欧威尼斯的称号。那如果要去探访这座城市，最棒的方法就是搭游船，沿着运河去了解各个岛屿还有区域。课文建议我们可以选在夏季去搭船，因为那个时候的气候很温暖，海风吹来很凉爽很舒适。好，文中的 canal 它是名词，表示运河或是水道。那这边还有4个单字 singular 它是形容词，形容独特的、显著的或是奇特的。那 Mike 老师在解释单字时提到 distinct 它可以形容明显不同的、显著的。还有提到 out of the ordinary 这表示奇特的或是不寻常的。好，下一个单字 acquaint 是动词，它表示使什么了解，使什么熟悉。那么 district 表示地区、区域。再来看 mild 它是形容暖暖的、很和煦的或者是温和的，意思就跟 moderate 很相近。moderate 它也有温和的、中等的、适度的或是有节制的意思。接回课文中。
The seaside wonder of Stockholm. One district you will certainly want to visit is Gamlastan, Stockholm's old town center. Gamlastan's narrow stone-paved alleys hide numerous shops and cafes. Make your way through the alleys and you will reach a large square surrounded by brightly painted merchant buildings. Head further north to find the 600-room royal palace, which is still home to the Swedish king. Guided tours of the palace are available, so if you want a taste of the royal Swedish life, look no further.
All right, when you get to Stockholm, you've got to explore the place. You've got to acquaint yourself with the place. You have to go to the different districts within Stockholm. You've got to do it.
Absolutely. And in a city like Stockholm, which is, of course, 800 years old, maybe going to the old town is a good place to start. You're sort of retracing history as you get used to or acquainted with the city. So where is that? Well, it says one district you will certainly want to visit is Gamla Stan, Stockholm's old town center. Yeah, the old town. In Montreal, we call it Old Montreal.
Oh,
so it's not a very good name, like Gamla Stan.
Yeah, and I noticed you said Gamla Stan. When I read that, I thought that maybe Gamla Stan was actually Gamla Stan. It was like maybe a place like Pakistan, one of those countries, or one of those countries there in Asia. No. Gamla Stan apparently is how you say this, and we're still in Sweden, in Scandinavia, in Stockholm. We haven't moved. We haven't moved into Asia or anything like that. Anyways, more on Gamla Stan. Gamla Stan's narrow stone-paved alleys hide numerous shops and cafes.
Ah, yes. If you're visiting an old European city or an old district in a European city, you will quite frequently find narrow stone-paved alleys, streets that aren't very wide, they're narrow, they're paved with stones, those rough stones, so maybe don't rent a bike in that area or wear high-heeled shoes. But these are often streets that are so narrow we would actually call them alleys, which is basically a narrow street. I believe an alley is nong. Right? In Chinese, there's xiang and nong, and anyway, so it's a very narrow street, and they hide numerous shops and cafes. You sort of have to find these little stores with maybe small doorways, small windows, little signs, but you can find wonderful shops and cafes in the narrow alleys of Gamla Stan. And an alley, yes, as we said, it's a noun, it's a narrow street. Often an alley is between buildings.
Or behind buildings.
It may be only wide enough for one car to go down at one time. This is the kind of narrowness we're talking about in an alley. For example, the entrance to the apartment building is right down that alley, but you can't drive your car there, so park on the street.
Anyways, make your way through the alleys and you will reach a large square surrounded by brightly painted merchant buildings. Then head further north to find the 600-room royal palace, which is still home to the Swedish king. Yes, you heard me right. There's still a king in Sweden, and he lives in a 600-room palace. Yeah, that wasn't a typo.
No.
This palace, this place, this home has 600 rooms. I don't even live in a place with 6 rooms,
well,
let alone 600.
To be fair, you are not a king.
How do you know that?
Because you're not. All right, let's move on and read that guided tours of the palace are available. So if you want a taste of the royal Swedish life, look no further. This is the place to go. Yes, they will even let us dirty, unwashed tourists into the king's palace so we can have a look around, but probably at a only certain time of day.
Dirty and unwashed?
Well,
I'm the king. I'm the king of Gamla Stan.
We're going to wrap it up for today. He's going to go and find his crown, and then we'll be back tomorrow with more about Stockholm. So please come back and join us for that.
第一站，我们来到斯德哥尔摩的旧城中心区，在铺着石子的那些狭窄巷弄里面，有许多的商店，还有小餐馆。那当我们穿越巷道，会来到一个大广场，这四周围呢，有外观很色彩鲜艳的商业大楼。接着我们往北走，来到瑞典皇宫，这里到现在都还是瑞典国王的住所哦。那里面有600个房间，你可以参加皇宫的导览行程，去体验瑞典皇室生活。那我们最后来看单字 alley 它表示小巷或是巷道。好了，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍4个文法重点。第一个是副词片语 to be sure， 第二个是不定词做补语的用法。第三个是 to 加原形动词表示目的，第四个是以 make up 表示组成、构成。首先，我们来学习副词片语 to be sure， 表示可以肯定的是，不可否认的、无疑的，就相当于 certainly。to be sure 在口语中是比较正式的用法，例如 Nursing is difficult work to be sure, but it's a very rewarding career。不可否认的，护理是困难的工作，不过它是种非常有成就感的职业。接下来，我们来学习不定词做补语的用法。 不定词也就是 to 加原形动词，可以做主词、受词或是补语用。以不定词当主词时，必须视为单数。我们来看3个例句。To travel around the world has been my dream. 环游世界一直都是我的梦想。句中的不定词片语 to travel around the world 是主词，后面搭配第三人称单数助动词 has。再看个例句。They can't afford to buy a house. 他们买不起房子。那句中的不定词片语 to buy a house 是作为动词 afford 的受词。再看一个例句。The best way to predict the future is to create it. 预测未来最好的方式就是去创造未来。那句中的第一个不定词片语 to predict the future 是用来修饰主词 the best way， 表示预测未来的最好方式。那么第二个不定词片语 to create it 它是主词补语。接下来我们来学习以不定词 to 加原形动词来表达目的的用法。to 加原形动词用来表示目的，表达为了什么什么。to 在这里就相当于 in order to 或者是 so as to。要特别注意的是 to 加原形动词或是 in order to 加原形动词可以摆在句首或是主要子句的后方。那么 so as to 加上原形动词则是比较少移到句首。例如She swims every day to keep in shape. 为了维持健康，她每天游泳。In order to save time, they took a taxi to the airport. 为了节省时间，他们搭计程车去机场。He turned the TV off so as to concentrate on the book. 他把电视关掉，为的是要专注在那一本书上。最后，我们来学习片语动词 make up， 表示组成或是构成。常见的用法是 A make up B， 表达 A 构成 B， 或者是 A 占了 B 什么什么。它也可以用被动语态表示 be动词 made up of 加上 A。例如 This album is made up of 12 songs。 这张专辑是由12首歌组成的。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 ！See you next time, bye.
欢迎收看《就爱讲英文》，
我是佑佑，
我是吉安。
我跟你说，
嘿，
我觉得我昨天晚餐那个吃到饱的自助餐 ，all you can eat， 我觉得好恶心哦！我现在觉得好恶心哦。
吃到饱，对不对？吃到挂了，对啊，太饱了，
哦，难过。
你是不是吃到不新鲜的食物中毒？
可能呢？
想吐？有恶心的感觉？
有
啊哈，也有可能过敏，对不对？过敏哦，就是 allergy， 那也有可能是食物中毒，就是 food poisoning。Food
poisoning，那我现在觉得很恶心，很恶心，
很恶心，
很恶
这个句
我想吐，
超实用的，
真的。
你如果看到一个你很不喜欢的人，也可以这个
看到不喜欢人也恶心，也可以这样说。
想要吐的尴尬 ，I feel nauseated。I
feel nauseated，
就是觉得很恶心，作呕就，我感觉怎么样 ？I feel nauseated， 就是作呕的，很厌恶的感觉。I feel nauseous 也可以。
I feel nauseous。
nauseous 呢，也是感到想吐的、作呕的这种恶心。所以 I feel nauseous。I feel nauseated。
I feel nauseous。I feel nauseated。
I feel nauseated 都可以。
可是我跟你讲。我不但觉得恶心，我还想吐。
想吐就是 I feel like vomiting。I
feel like vomiting。Feel
like 是想要干嘛干嘛，那后面的动词一律加 VING，所以 I feel like vomiting。Vomiting。呕吐哦，对 ，vomit 就是呕吐的意思啊。那如果 vomit 觉得比较难，你就用本来就会是什么 throw up，
不就丢吗？
往上丢，对不对？你有看过小孩子吐奶吗？喷泉状的，对不对？我两个儿子都这样，这样，所以 throw up，I feel like throwing up， 我好想吐哦。
I feel like throwing up。
对对对。
哇。
所以 nauseous。
可是 nauseous 跟 nauseated 好绕口哎。
那很不好念，对不对？
对啊。
那很简单，你就觉得说，你就说 I feel sick。I
feel sick。
就觉得
真的
不舒服。I feel sick。I
feel sick。
你看到你很讨厌的人，你也可以说这个啊。I feel sick。
I feel sick。我觉得 那个鱼不新鲜啊。
那你就说 I think the fish I had for lunch was bad.
I think the fish I had for lunch was bad. 可是我现在真的觉得我很难过。
我去拿垃圾桶好了。
好
Let me get you the trash can.
Let me get. Okay, let you get me the trash can. Okay, like an live action. I feel sick.
Are you alright? Is anything wrong?
I think the fish I had for lunch was bad.
Oh no, I hope you don't have food poisoning.
Oh no, she didn't. I feel like vomit right now.
Wait. Let me get you the trash can.